PSA time, because I'm just hunting for a tandem mouse and they're not spawning as often as I would have liked. But coming from a teacher, the school year is almost over. It's like almost May at the point of this recording. Or I guess not recording, but the stream. It's almost May. For most of us, school is coming to a close. And what that means is, you know, finals grades are coming out soon. Finals themselves are coming out soon. You should probably talk to your teacher on whether or not you are actually going to pass. Especially if the course that whatever it is that you need to take is a required thing. Right? So like in high school, you need to take, I don't know how many years of math, English, or history, or whatever in your school. But for some of us, they had to pass this certain class. And some students have already come up to me and said, hey, can I pass this class? And I was like, well, firstly and foremost, and I didn't say this to the kid, but in my head, I'm like, firstly and foremost, I don't get to decide if you pass or not. You have to decide whether you want to pass or not. But, in the same vein of things, some of them will ask, hey, is there anything I can do to earn extra credit because I'm close to passing, but I'm not currently passing, and I simply just need to get this off my list. Like this is like, I just want to pass this class. I don't need anything else. I'm never going to use this in my life, and yada yada yada. And for some students, they might need like a couple of percent. Like maybe they're sitting at like a 58 or like a 59 or whatever right below passing is for your school. In that case, it's inclined to say like, hey, we only have a little bit of time left. If you do well in the final, or if you at least get better than your current grade, you will pass, and there's no need for extra credit. For some of them, they're already too far gone. They have like a 2%, they have like a 5%, and this is somewhat common depending on where you're located, depending on like what the environment of the school is. Sometimes some schools are like 5%, that's unheard of. Right? Like the lowest you could ever possibly get in our school is like a 60 or like it's like a 30. Sometimes it's not the case for everywhere. But for those students who are way too far gone, even if they get 100% in the final, 100% in every single test until then, and they still won't pass, just focus on the things that you can do. It might not be that class, but focus on the things that you can do and you can pass. And then you'll worry about it next time. There are a couple of those, however, and this is more of a teacher side thing. If a student is asking for extra credit, and students, you should probably pay attention to this part. If anyone's going to ask for extra credit, you have to understand that extra means that you're doing more. Which means if you haven't done anything in that class, you probably aren't deserving of extra credit because you're not going to do that either. And if you're failing and you want extra credit to pass, well then you would have already done the normal stuff to have gotten to passing anyways. So really, extra credit is a bunch of copium. Like, I kid you not. If you are a student who is asking for extra credit, that's copium right there. You did not deserve it in the first place. What the heck is this Pokemon? Oh, it's a Meowth. So I'm just here to let you know, like, don't ask for extra credit. Just do your, like, responsibility as a student. And even if your responsibility as a student is to simply pass, not learn anything, and move on, then do enough to do that. Like, come on. What are you going to expect? Like some kind of miracle, some accidental thing where, oh, I jumped from a 60 to a 100%. Or I jumped from a 10% to a 60% in the span of one day. That's not going to happen. And nor should that happen. So, to all the teachers out there, don't give out extra credit unless this student is actually asking for more things to do outside of the normal. And if there's a student that is asking for more extra credit that hasn't done any of it, any of the normal stuff, they don't deserve it in the first place. Like, come on. Think rationally for a second.